But Starbucks popped over to that side, cozy left, and CVS came in. So that's been a while. That happened like 2017-ish, 16, 17. A lot changed when Trump came into office back during his time period there, 2016 to end of 2020, and then in January of 2021. President-elect Biden would officially be inaugurated. So once someone is elected, they are the president-elect until they are inaugurated in the January after they were elected. So November to January is sort of a transitionary, I don't know what it is. So laying in wait, or president in wait, or whatever, president-elect, and then I forget which Scoop-de-Ville. They have cheesy vegan sandwiches there. So anyway, just keep talking here. We're heading on down here to Jefferson University Hospital. We're here at 11th and Walnut. Jefferson always has tons of 11s. He has, 1100 over there. There's 1111 somewhere else. There's 11 this, 11 that. So that's how I remember. Sidney Kimmel Cancer Center. Reminds me of Sydney, Australia. I saw someone's social media page. I was like, is that person in Sydney, or do they work at the Sydney Center? I did wonder because, he used to work here. I found an old client who was really nice to me. He has a picture up of like Rio de Janeiro. So I can't even find him anymore. Courtney Rainier Powell. I think he left Philadelphia. He used to work at Jefferson. He had a German Shepherd named Ada, or Aida. Sort of like the play with Elton John and the sort of AIDS reference. He focused on AIDS. He wound up in San Francisco. He's all over the place. He's from Wisconsin. So who knows? Head on down here. We went we went to a concert once. I don't even know the musician's name. He knew the musician's name over in Camden. He's like, you feel like going? I was like, sure, and he even invited me to go grocery shopping once. So, but depending on my schedule, I could only do so much. But also, this is all during a time period when I was experiencing totally bizarre, weird things. There's Sweet Beans over there. And, sometimes I was in a position to be able to do things and try to have a good time, but rarely, like most of the time, I was experiencing whatever it is. Really wide. So we just had an experience there. People learn to do things, it's hard to explain. So say you stumble across someone on social media or in person, and you're like, oh my God, that's Mike so-and-so. Like, I haven't seen that person in years. Then you come out the next day and there's like 50 people who resemble that person too much, or a message can be sent in a way, it's gang stalking by proxy. It's like gang stalking by a distance. And it's hard to explain. And you'll see, like, another person came up. So I lived on campus at the University of Delaware, and one of my roommates had a boyfriend at the time. She would never marry him because he wasn't Jewish, so she had a strict rule, but they still dated or whatever. And his name came up the other day, And I walk outside and 50 people who resemble him, or at least like the old image of him, or he could kind of look like Martin Short-ish. He has a certain look. So all you need are a bunch of people who have similar lineage features to come out. Now, can it be staged? How is it done? If it were to be staged, how can it be staged that 50 million people come out looking like a certain person you recall from childhood or your past? What is that? That is one tactic in the GANGSTALKING category. I don't know how it's done. I've experienced things and felt like I'm walking through someone's movie. Today, not so bad, and people can play into it. So there's a certain energy. It's like this girl could play into an energy who's in front of me to make you feel like you're in a movie. It's hard to explain. You kind of know it. Like, you kind of know if you're putting on a show. It's hard to explain. You would know for a second, like, I'm doing something, I don't know what it is, but I know I'm projecting something out there that's not. You can tell. So anyway, all day bakery, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. So it's the daily bread or similar.